good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another episode of The Blacks is Fun. It's me, Robert.
With me, Pete.
Man like Mo, yeah. Do you know what?
Full
I remember
house.
the bar. I remember the bar that I had back in college days, yeah. And I'm like, hey, you see it, you see it. And I feel like I might pull it up. I might pull it up for the furnace, you know. It's half a bar. It's half a bar, but the line is just, it's the red, gold, green. I'm a young black star. So yeah, but I'm like, man, like, you know, I'm like this. It's the red, gold, green. I'm a young black star. Come on, yeah.
That would have. There's such an opportunity there to just go. It's red, gold, green. I'm a young black queen.
I never even thought about that. You've just tainted the whole line for me, you know.
And he even sung it as well.
Oh, nah, that's the Peter version.
Oh gosh.
All right, I'm not bringing
Fennis,
that line back.
Fennis got inclusive real quick. Cool.
All right. So we're not gonna do so now. So it might feel different for you guys, and I feel like I talk about it every year, but it doesn't feel like Christmas. And I think it just might be because of the season of life that I'm in. But like, there's no festive excitement. Are you guys feeling it?
Personally, I'm feeling it from the other side. So I'm definitely seeing where, like, when we were younger, we'd get excited about the gifts, we'd get excited about the decorations, or we'd get annoyed to put up the decorations and stuff. But then on this side of things, where I've got a young daughter, I wouldn't say it's not necessarily excitement. It feels like this season because all of a sudden we're having to spend on decorations and we're having to spend on gifts and buy cards, and so it definitely feels like it's Christmassy, but not this. It's a different Christmassy feel because all of a sudden we're now facilitating that feeling for Z, who we see her like today. She must have asked me like 100 times, can I open my presents? I'm like, no. It's just like she's excited because she's now on that side of Christmas, and so it's
Family, you lot are
different.
brave at letting her see that she's got presents from now.
Oh, but that's been my thing. Like even during the years, she'll come home with like, if it's someone's birthday and they give them sweets, I'll let her hold it in the car and be like, you're not going to eat this till we get home, to start building that resilience, to start building that self-control. So I was like, these are your gifts, but you're not opening them till Christmas Day.
We've got ambulance outside of our door for some reason. Okay, it's driven past. But I like that. We've got the luxury of grandparents being around the corner, so all the gifts are there.
Oh, nice.
And they're not going to see them until the day.
Nice.
But I like that actually. That self-control and resilience is definitely needed. You know, I would look at you 2 times, and by the time you turn around, there's wrapping paper on the floor. I definitely echo Peter's sentiments. Before, in the younger years, it was the excitement of receiving something, of you enjoying it. But now it's you notice it because you're having to facilitate someone else's excitement. And so you recognize, like, there's racking up. Like, there's this to do, there's that to do, and simultaneously it's not necessarily facilitating presence, but it's facilitating the person's joy in the season. So it's facilitating joy and happiness, and it's, even though things may be expensive or whatever it may be, you're not trying to levy that person with that weight. You're trying to hold it somewhat afar from them, and still watch them and observe them enjoying the season. So it's, when younger, it was a time of joy. but now it's the time of facilitating other people's joy. Yeah, yeah. So I agree with Peter on that.
I look forward to the feeling one day.
Amen.
I'm not too soon now, because
But I also think, Robert, like, I mean, you're kind of still moving, getting stuff ready in the house, like, regardless of the season. If it was your birthday, I think some of those things would just be like, you're too tired, you're too stressed,
yeah.
everything else to feel this season. So, yeah.
Maybe we even get snow. If you got snow, and then you just hit one.
People need to stop. People need to stop praying
They
for
don't feel
snow
like
because we all like, oh, we want snow, and then the country comes to a halt, and you're like, yeah, forget that. We don't know how to handle snow at all.
Oh, Robert, I was coming home on Friday, and then the Eurostar train drivers, they're greasy. 6:00 p.m. They decide to go on a strike. Lock off the Eurostar. So everyone's trying to go from Euston Station. All the trains are just stopped.
Day.
Yo, on a Friday.
Yeah, Friday night. People finish work. They feel time to get away to.
But aren't they supposed to like announce it? Like they're supposed to like announce and let people know.
This was one incognito surprise.
Mad. I mean, that's one way to make your point.
I swear that was it.
You must know that was one group chat strike. Strike. Every man's like, yeah, say less.
Do you guys have like a favorite Christmas movie or like Christmas tradition that you like to do or try to do every year?
One thing that we try to do, particularly around Christmas, is have a clear out. So all the children's old toys and old clothes and stuff will be like, you're going to be getting new stuff. So we're going to take your old stuff that you don't really play with anymore, and we're going to gift them to children who may not have anything. We've been doing it for some years now. It encourages giving, but there's also a practicality to it because we ain't got space. So we're getting rid of toys and stuff that they haven't been playing with throughout the year to make space for new toys, but it also makes them mindful of, in as much as you're getting loads of stuff, other people may not be getting anything, and so how can we kind of bless them? And I know that particularly is with your old stuff. So Jamelia is not a tradition for Christmas, but Jamelia is trying to start giving them some money to be like, okay, here's some money, buy something new for someone. So there's that sense of giving away something new as well. So yeah, there's that we do, and we also try to do like a quirky sort of tradition. So Leia's trying to start a gingerbread man tradition where we bake gingerbread men on Christmas Day. So we need to stock up on the ginger and stuff. But we also have a Christmas pajama tradition. So we tried to get matching pajamas, and then we take Polaroids throughout the day in our matching pajamas. So yeah, those are the 3 traditions that we try to kind of keep going. Yeah.
Nice. For yourself, Peter?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't established any new traditions. We've got the Christmas meal at my mom's place.
Yeah, I should have mentioned the Christmas dinner with the family as well.
But I almost feel like that's like normal. Like everyone does something like that. One thing I'm going to try starting this year, because Zara has started stuff like swimming and kickboxing and stuff, is I want to start thinking about giving herself a gift next year. So on Christmas Day, she's going to write down sort of goals that she has, and it's just going to be trivial for now. So like her swimming, moving to the next level, her kickboxing, getting the next belt, and then her piano, sort of finishing her book by the end of the year. And that's going to be the gift that she gives herself, is accomplishing those goals by the 25th next year, and then we'll set another yearly goal. Then I'm hoping it takes anyway, but yeah, that's
Would you want to add like an incentive?
not necessarily. So I mean, my whole thing has been the process should be like, if the process is the goal becomes inevitable, sort of thing. So if the thing at the end of it is I finish my book, as opposed to an incentive that becomes a reward, it's you finish the book, you're now able to play a song, for instance. That's the incentive, and it's the practice towards that. So I draw the incentive into the doing the thing itself.
I guess the incentive, I was initially thinking like a thing, because in terms of habit building, they always encourage adding an incentive or a reward at the end of it. Now the reward may be the thing itself, and so it depends on how your brain is wired. So it could be a case of the reward could be she gets to play a song at Christmas, or she gets to do her kata in front of the family at Christmas. So she puts on the gi and everything, and then she does the kata in front of the family and stuff. Swimming might be a bit more awkward because
well, they've systemized it. The one that she even enrolled her in is quite good. They systemized it so there's like certificates and stuff, all of this stuff. So there is something like physical that says you've completed the thing. So
she may be able to do like a show and tell or something like that to the family at the end of the year, and that's almost like the reward. I've set this goal, I've been able to do it, and then I'm showing it to the family, and hopefully that would almost encourage her more to perfect that kata, to be like, yo, if I'm going to do it in front of the family, I'd want to do it well. If I'm going to play this song, I kind of want to do it well. I was initially thinking like, oh, maybe she might have like a little budget, and that she can use the budget for whatever she wants. Because even like if you're going to the gym, sometimes the reward may be a new set of like gym shorts or gym trainers or whatever that kind of leads into it.
But I'm just trialing it this year. She's 4. I'm hoping if it goes well, then that can become our thing going forward. But just seeing how it goes, really.
How about yourself, Rob?
So there's 2 I'm trying to implement. One is 2 years in a row it was wet. So because our anniversary is like the week before Christmas, on our anniversary day, I try and find a Christmas decoration to put on the Christmas tree each year. And so first year I got one from Covent Garden Market. This year I didn't think I was going to do it because I was stuck inside waiting for IKEA to come with the flipping stuff during the day. So that evening we went for a meal, went to cinema, watched 2 movies. King Kong -1 is serious. If you get a chance to go and watch that, go and watch that.
Say King Kong -1 or Godzilla -1?
Godzilla -1. That is a serious movie, and it's subtitles Japanese, so you know it's going to be. And so it went. I was thinking, oh no, so it's almost time to go home. I haven't found the thing. Am I going to break the tradition in year 2? And then Odeon have like a Christmas tree outside. I'm just gonna take one of the decorations. But I didn't, because I was like, nah. But we'll go back through the car park. We'll go to the car park because we went to Odeon in Chatham, and then there's this like merry-go-round car thing. And then they have some like small Christmas decorations on like the railing. So I just took one of those. Mission accomplished for the year, baby.
I mean, second year, and you didn't just get the wreath. You bought a whole new door. Like, you know, like that. Like, you bought the yard, bro. So yeah, that's a massive achievement in and of itself.
Yeah. I should have. By doing it so close to Christmas and they're saying, "Oh yeah, we'll host Christmas." I didn't think that was true. But next year we're just gonna go on holiday for Christmas because I'm tired. I think we deserve it. At the very least, I deserve it. And then the other tradition I'm trying to start, I'm just not too keen on this one, is every year having a free bird roast.
A 3-bird roast.
Yeah.
The Russian nesting doll thing.
Yeah. Huh?
Where you have a bird and a bird and a bird.
Yeah. So duck inside the chicken and then chicken inside the turkey.
All right.
Well, first year we got
I
one
love your
from.
confidence.
First year we got one from like Lidl.
Oh wait, you can buy these.
Yeah, you can find them.
Oh, okay. I thought you have to like make it yourself.
Well, this year, or maybe this year, I think I'm gonna skip this year and I'll try again next year because there's just no time. But next year, I found the recipe. I've seen a guy on YouTube. He showed you how to do it, so I'm gonna attempt it from scratch. And I want to see if I can do, because that would be the sick tradition.
What are the 3 birds?
Pardon?
What are the 3 birds?
Turkey,
chicken, duck.
Bro, so it's either this is gonna bang or you're gonna have salmonella.
Yeah. Either way, it'll be a memorable Christmas.
There you go.
Man said Boxing Day, every man is in bed looking rough. Yo.
And then, but I think from next year, because again, I didn't have time this year, I want us to try and get like matching Christmas jumpers. Like on Instagram
okay.
this year, I saw the sickest Power Ranger Christmas jumpers. You know, they look so sick, but I don't think I could have patterned it in time. So next year.
Yeah, we just
Christmas jumpers don't come into. Yeah, I feel like they don't come into sale quickly enough. Like if we don't start seeing them, or maybe it's just me being lazy, but I feel like we don't see them.
Do you know what? Like what Gems this year, she click and collect Primark online. So just have a look online, click and collect, and just keep it moving.
I've had one Christmas jumper the past 5 years. 5 years, yeah.
Oh, but funny enough, I think Christmas jumpers and stuff start coming out from early November.
Really? After Halloween.
But you know what? I feel like November's too early to be thinking about Christmas. And so like I'll see it, I'm like, I'll get it later.
We had our decorations up by November.
My decorations are still in the books. And I think we did the same thing last year as well. Like it was like lastminute.com trying to decorate everything. Well, what can you do? Anyway, so someone who's not gonna have a Merry Christmas this year, Jonathan Majors.
Bro.
I didn't think we were going there, but hey.
Oh no, I was going. I thought, no, let's talk Christmas first because of Christmas spirit. Well, yeah, looks like the spirit of Kang has been killed. Rest in peace. If they did
Marvel to change Avengers 5 title after Jonathan Majors' verdict.
Yeah. So like literally hours after the verdict, they fired him and then they put out a statement.
I mean, they had clearly been heading in this direction. Like they didn't use him in any of the low key promotion. Like it was just he had like a 3-second thing in the trailer. Like they've been distancing themselves from Day. So.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I think because when it was Johnny Depp, he was taken off Pirates of the Caribbean before even a verdict dropped.
Yeah, but yeah, true.
As soon as the allegations came out, he was dropped. And then he was cleared. And so this one is almost like they held out until the verdict.
Yeah.
To be like, okay, I mean,
But that's a
devil's
Disney.
advocate, they could have still kicked him off, even if it came out clear. They could have still kicked him off.
They probably would have, because like even having something attached to your name like that is.
And actually, to be fair, I don't want to advocate for Disney at all because I feel like they're devils, but they held out the longest because I mean, from when rumors started dropping off, his management company had already dropped him. They had dropped him since as soon as rumors came out. He had a promotional thing with the army coming out. They dropped him like immediately, so it's like Disney's been like the last to really let him go,
But
they've been dropping him.
at the same time, Disney had the most to lose by dropping him.
Yeah, I mean, arguably, because they can just recast.
They can, and well, yeah, it's looking like they might go with Doctor Doom from rumors, but again, who knows? It's still early days, but yeah,
it's
so funny how. Sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say I'm wondering as well if race played a factor in how long they held on.
I think it did.
Because someone could have very easily pulled a race card. Very easily. Even after Johnny Depp, very easily could have just pulled a race card. White woman, black man, come on.
yeah.
On some OJ flex.
It's just 1950s.
Yeah, what were you going to say, Pete? Robert?
I was going to say, on the thing of the racism, I find it funny how, like, whenever you hear anyone talk about recasting him, they only ever mention black actors. As if he's not like this multi-dimensional man with like infinite infinite, what's it called, personas.
But I mean that actually might be because one person was saying you probably don't even need to like officially recast him because it could just be because some of the Kang variants that came up looked significantly different. Like the one done was like a cyborg thing. There's one outlier Kang variant that doesn't look like him comes through. I mean Loki's variant, he's got a female variant, you know, so one random Kang comes through, starts killing everyone, and he becomes the Kang, you know, the conqueror dude. So there's a way to do it, but
but Kang doesn't even seem that interesting of a character, and he already got beat up by Ant-Man.
He didn't get beat up by Ant-Man. He got beat up. He didn't get beat up. He didn't. Ant-Man was ready to die.
Did he win?
Ant-Man was willing to lose, is the thing.
No. Did Kang win that fight?
Ant-Man didn't need to win that fight. Ant-Man just wanted Kang to lose with him. That was the whole aim. There's a difference between winning a fight and the other guy just needing to lose. Like,
what I'm saying is, Thanos wouldn't have gone out like that to Ant-Man if this was.
I mean, Thanos was here folding the Hulk. It's like it's a different thing. It's a different beast. I feel super bad for not for him, but for I guess. Is it? Am I wrong in saying wasted potential? Or it's not over yet, but it's like I feel like he was on the way to be the next Denzel level type black actor, you know, like just untouchable, just super movie star.
I think he's still a bit untested, but I think he definitely could have had that trajectory.
I feel like his range, what he's demonstrated thus far, his range has been really good because it's Lovecraft Country, the one he did with Idris, the Black Cowboys one, and then you have the whole Kang thing. Like I feel like he was demonstrating, and then Creed, he was like super cool in Creed, you know. So it's like there's so much talent and potential, and he obviously works hard. But then again, I was also listening to some of the clips. Man's out there like, I'm gonna be like Obama. The woman that supports me needs to be like Michelle. I'm like, all right, okay, all right, narcissist. It's like, don't go to the hospital because they'll ask questions. Like, then don't beat the woman. What's he talking about?
Do you know what? I think this is a prime argument for me in tandem with what you said around potential. where your talent will take you to spaces that sometimes your character cannot keep you.
That's exactly it. Yeah, that's exactly it.
And so when in Proverbs it mentions anyone who works in excellence, his talent will put him before kings.
Yeah.
I was meditating on it one time, and I felt God saying to me, "But it's your character that's going to
It'll
keep you
keep
there."
you there. Yeah.
And so it's very much it's like, yeah, and I see it within the church. You will get these charismatic leaders who be like doing stuff to bro. Have you not heard about the thing with TD Jakes?
No.
No.
Bro, apparently TD Jakes was in the P Diddy parties and stuff, doing things with men.
Like praying for them.
I don't know why I thumbs up. Like man was doing stuff with men.
I haven't heard this at all.
It's all over Twitter at the moment.
Hey, all things are all
People
men.
have come up. People have come up. Like, Sam, apparently there are people who are like, I didn't even hear what he said, bro.
All things are all men.
Yeah, bro. Like,
For real?
Yeah.
Was Kirk Franklin there too?
I've heard Diddy's dodgy, but I haven't heard
Yep.
T.D. Jakes was out there.
Yeah.
Did you say Franklin was there too? Kirk Franklin was there too?
If TD Jakes is there, Kirk Franklin is definitely.
Leave Uncle Kirk alone. I mean, but some of those dance moves are, yeah.
Well, he's been using them somewhere.
He learned them somewhere.
Oh, did you hear that they might release Epstein's list of people who went to the island as well?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They should. Go ahead.
But yeah, so I liked some of the stuff you were saying in the group when we were talking about this during the week, Peter, about how he should have settled down and found a good church girl.
Yeah. Because I think one of his parents is a preacher, so he must have grown up around it at the very least, and it's like there is such safety, and I've seen this in like my old church where it's like if someone's coming up and they're like you can clearly see like Mom said, you can clearly see, okay, this guy's got potential, this guy's got talent. The elders suddenly focus on like, you need to get yourself a wife before you get to that you get to that level. Get yourself a wife, get yourself a family, because that ends up being a protection as well.
Yeah.
Like, and again, you look at the other example was you look at like the L Jacksons, you look at the Denzels, and I'm not saying this is causative at all, but a common trend you can see is they both married people that they were with before they got big, and they've stayed with them. Even Dave Chappelle, yeah, and they've stayed with them, and it's like their success almost is intimately tied with them having that stability, and what's his name, Denzel Washington's son speaks about like the family dynamic, even though dad's going out and mum's like this, it's like, because mum's also like some super talented thing, but that foundation I think almost serves to protect, because, and I don't know, I'm not blaming the lady, the model that he met on the whilst he was doing Quantumania, that he's now living with, and all of this happened, but it's like, if you're already at a certain level and you have access to so much, that can corrupt like even your just worldview. Like man saying he's Obama to the culture, he's like Obama to the culture, and expecting these things from a woman. It's like you only start thinking that way if you got there without being like prepared for it, and then all of a sudden you see yourself in this way, and it's like actually you need a bit of humility, you need a bit of humbleness, and if you're with someone that's known you before, that ends up grounding you. You don't get to that stage. I'm not saying all of these are perfect, but it's just so many different things that could have probably been avoided, especially where he had proximity to Christianity. If he had adopted a proper Christian life, I think a lot of these things could have been avoided.
Do you think Megan Good counts as a good Christian church girl?
Wasn't she married to a
She
Christian guy?
was to a pastor,
Yeah,
and
but
they
then
wrote a book together
wasn't he a pastor in like?
in like Hollywood.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they wrote a book together. I think it's called The Wait.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh gosh, I think I might have it.
I
on
think
my
I had it
Kindle.
too. It was trash.
Either on my Kindle or on my thingy. Yeah. I'm always dropping bombs in the chat. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but she is older than him, which might do some grounding because, like,
I was gonna say as well in the thing around one of his parents being in ministry and settling him down and stuff. If I am not mistaken, Nick Cannon's parents are on the same boat.
who? Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon, he's a PK.
That
Nick
destroys
Cannon's
my
a
point.
PK. Oh, he's a
That
PK.
destroys my point.
Now he's prolific.
But Nick Cannon's also on. Yeah, but then he's also on some nonsense like African tribal,
Yes.
like black
Yes.
Hebrew nonsense
Yes.
stuff. So
Yes.
yeah.
But he's from
That's a
the,
fair
and
point.
I do think that just because your parents are in ministry doesn't, we would like to hope is a deterrent, but it isn't. Your parents' faith is their own. And unless you make a personal commitment to Jesus, you can't ride into heaven on the coattails of your parents.
Even the whole John Piper's son is beefing him.
Bro, John Piper's son is a cold atheist. He's got a whole TikTok channel or whatever where he just tries to debunk Christianity.
Yeah.
John Piper, you know, big boy John Piper.
Oh, but it's hard. It's hard, and that's the thing. Is being in ministry, you won't become a target, but you're also a father to so many. It's like you have to be very intentional and have a team that supports your, being intentional about being a father to your own kids, which it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and unfortunately we get like the passages in the Old Testament where it's like, oh yeah, Samuel walked with the Lord and then his children went left. David did this and then his children went left. And I'm just like, bro, how can you lead a whole nation in the ways of God and then your own children just go left?
Yeah, but again, it's also, it's a tale as old as time, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like your wife did pop her head around. It's for me, it's very much like the weight of my family weighs heavier on my shoulders than the weight of the nation.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
For some people, it's going to be the other way around. I would be like, I would readily sacrifice for my children to follow the Lord than the nation. But I also recognize that if God has placed you in a position to lead a nation, and so Peter, you're right. You need the right team around you to facilitate this calling.
Yeah. And it's almost, Paul all but instructs it. He's like, a married man is concerned with the desires of his wife. And it's like that's the way it should be. Is you should be distracted. It should be difficult to just say, "Oh, I'm doing the Lord's work," whilst your wife is at home and your kids are at home, because you also have a responsibility there. But it's not easy. It's not easy. Is all I can say.
Because we now Martin Luther King Jr. is not like the highest example. People may even argue he's not the best example, because apparently he denounced faith later on in his life. Yeah, like his Yeah, which I don't really know about. All I really know about is his philosophy, not so much his faith. Um, but yo, bro, man was going up and down the country sexing other girls.
Martin Luther King Jr.
Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah, I think they said that he was in the hotel room with his mistress on the day he got assassinated.
Mad.
Like there was a film, Selma, where they were like, yo, the FBI would call his house phone when he wasn't home. His wife would pick up, and then they would play the tape recordings of him in hotel rooms with other girls over the phone to his wife.
Bro, FBI are just disgusting, bro. They're so evil.
How about if this is true, Martin Luther was disgusting?
No, yeah,
don't do that.
No, but then the FBI are only doing this because they don't like him and they're trying to, we all have our vices.
But even then, yeah, it's like, but you look
That doesn't justify it.
Nah,
That doesn't justify it at all. Man's like, we all have our vices. Smile.
No. Oh, no, I'm saying that we all have vices, but you don't go and send it to your wife.
Maybe die to your vices. Maybe try and die to your vices. Relax.
it's Daniel in the Bible. Your wife's like, Rob, how are you mad at the FBI?
Bro, go watch Judas and the Black Messiah. You be mad at the FBI too.
That film was a mad one. Yeah, they did him dirty. But Daniel, Bible, they tried to find something wrong with him. They couldn't find anything wrong with his administration. They had to find a fault with his faith.
Yeah.
And so, yes, that's a very high standard.
Look at Rob's face. Rob's like, I'm not Daniel.
That's a very high standard. But, like, they had to dig into his faith to find something wrong. If you know that, bro, if I'm running up and down the country trying to do the Lord's work, I'm gonna get horny in that. Wife, you're coming with me. We're gonna have to do this.
I'm clearly like uneducated on this, but was he a religious figure as well? I thought it was just the I have a dream thing, like civil rights. Was he
started off as I think he was a pastor.
Okay.
And then they had used his church building as part of the stuff. But apparently later on in life he started to either lose or to deviate from Christian doctrine and faith and stuff. I don't fully know.
Well, I did hear someone said he almost swapped mentalities with Malcolm X by the end of his life.
Probably.
Like, yeah.
Robert, you need to be checking the comments.
I'm looking. I'm looking.
What's it? Like, this is the thing. I vibes with Malcolm X.
Yeah.
I vibes with his mentality because I'm just like, yo, there's only so much you can be moving mad, and I'm just gonna sit here and take it. But at the same time, if it's like non-violence, like this is the whole thing you're presenting, you gotta stick to them convictions. You gotta cut against the grain and stuff like that, and keep it moving. But yeah, I do think coming back to Jonathan Major's thing. Coming back to Jonathan Major's
Yo, babes,
thing.
remember who you're married to, okay? Thanks.
I am from South. Hey, bro. His parents can try to safeguard him as much as possible, but it gets to a time when he's gonna do his thing. I do rate Disney for sticking by him for that long. They could have dropped him. They could have dropped him much earlier, but they didn't. Yeah, and I do think now companies are very cautious around their image because of the cancel culture. Cancel culture is strong. Oh, like, man, them are already screaming boycott Zara, boycott McDonald's, boycott this. It'll be very easy to slap boycott Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Revenue gone. Over a woman beater in this Me Too season.
You know, it's almost like top trumps.
Oh.
What's got more points? Me Too or Black Lives Matter?
Bro.
Mad.
So yeah, I do think they were playing it safe, particularly because of the race card. But yeah, are you gonna have a woman beater as a main, or a convicted woman beater?
But to be honest, who better to play a villain than a criminal?
But you're gonna pay him to play the villain.
Yeah, because he's going to do a really good job.
He was very convincing.
Yeah, acting from experience.
He was a method actor. Because even what's it, Chris Brown, after his whole Rihanna situation, I didn't hear music from him for a little while. Still,
True, and he's made a comeback.
he's made a comeback.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like Chris Brown's a bit different from Jonathan Majors because Chris Brown can make music and always have fans. Jonathan Majors, he needs to get into the door of become an actor.
Yeah, that's true.
And when you can pick Michael B. Jordan, you know.
Yeah, even if Chris Brown lost his record deal, he can still do like a SoundCloud situation. The man them will still do it. If he just
Well, that's my hope for Jonathan Majors is one, he gets sorted whatever needs to get sorted, because I mean he was convicted of one account, and then there was another account that I think
there was like 8 accounts.
Yeah.
And then he was only convicted on 2 or something.
Yeah. So, hopefully he gets whatever he needs to get sorted, but that he doesn't just drop off. Like, he's so talented. Like what he did in Creed was like really cool, and
we need more black actors.
Yeah. So hopefully someone holds him on.
It's unfortunate. You're right. We need more black actors. And because we need more black actors, it's unfortunate, but it's like, I hate to play into this, but we need to know that when we do have good black actors, they will become easier targets.
Yeah.
And so you almost need to be on your P's and Q's.
But I almost feel like that's the wrong perspective, because it's not necessarily that he became a target. It was his own stupidity,
it was his own
narcissism and anger issues that made him this. And I think anyone in the industry, like black or white, if they have these vices that they don't control, it gets the better of them. So I think it's
that's right.
But I think there's always going to be the element of the timing of these things, because I don't think
Kevin Hart on the Oscars.
So I don't think these things happened recently, but they've come out recently when he's on the up. They could have easily.
They're fairly recent. They are fairly recent.
Yeah, I think John Major.
They are fairly recent. Yeah, because it was actually John Majors. It was John Major. You okay, politics? No, because it was actually the one when he called the police because she was unconscious. That's when I think things kicked off. But yeah,
Because with Kevin Hart, they dug through his tweets.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. They dug. Yeah,
they did a madness, and it's wild because, bro, Bernie Mac like his like he wouldn't survive right now.
Yeah.
He wouldn't. And I don't think he would try to survive. He would just do him.
Well, you'd have his fans. He'd have his fans, and that's all he'd do. He wouldn't get to
Yeah.
that level that like a Kevin Hart is, because Kevin Hart has got to go global, and going global then makes you a target. And again, I don't even think that's like just a black thing. That's just today's cancel culture. Is like, who can we take down next?
Yeah.
And it's insert person, but it's like with
So
Jonathan
I'm almost
Majors.
seeing I'm almost seeing a distinction between like a Kevin Hart and an R. Kelly.
Hopefully, there's a distinction.
I'm seeing a distinction.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
in the Kevin Hart, where they had to dig through his history to go back years to find one tweet
Yeah.
and then use it as a thing. And he was like, yo, like my tweets don't reflect that anymore, blah, 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 this and that. And then R. Kelly.
He'd already done an apology.
Yes.
Kevin Hart had already done an apology, which is why I vibes with him on him taking a stand saying, I'm not going to apologize again. Yeah. But sorry.
And then we have an R. Kelly who was paying out money, who had a system.
Yeah, he did have a court case.
Bro. Yeah.
And they let him go.
Bro, like he had a system to perpetuate this thing that was enabling it. I'm like, yeah, bro, look him up, throw away the key. Like, yeah, your
what's his name?
character's trash.
Riley. I see P coming, I move. She saw P coming, she stayed.
And it's the R. Kelly thing was so weird to me because it was almost like one of the worst kept secrets. Like everyone knew about it.
Yeah.
But now it's only suddenly everyone's angry about, no, we need to be locking him up and
Yeah. And apparently women were doing GoFundMe's to try to get money for his bail. I'm like, brother.
That's what I mean. You'll have your fans.
Apparently this guy had a concert in jail.
Come on now.
well, he's doing his best life, bro.
Step in the name of love.
Bro. So yeah, it's like if Jonathan was almost veering down a R. Kelly lane, then this could be a good thing in nipping it in the bud early. If it's an honest mistake, I don't know how, but if it's an honest mistake, then it could almost be like a Kevin Hart type situation where he reforms, blah blah blah. He can make a
It's an
comeback.
awakening to a flaw.
Yeah. Make a comeback, get the therapy and help that he needs, and keep it moving. I mean, Will Smith slapped Chris Rock on
A
screen,
woman that wasn't his wife.
bro. Was for the streets, and apparently he's still. But I think he landed a new role.
Oh, did he?
Apparently,
I ain't watching.
I haven't. I heard something about it, but there's still this sense of, okay, it's not the end. Chris Brown is still like, after some time, you can still make your way back.
You can still come back, yeah. I mean, that's the MO is after a few years, make a statement. I've done my work. I apologize. Go and give to some feminist organizations, and then he'll be back on.
Quote your therapist's name a couple times in your statements and stuff, and then you're good.
Do a couple interviews, the cries, the tears, the documentary, and then you're good. Yeah.
So yeah, let's hope that he's on the Kevin Hart side, not the R. Kelly side.
Do you guys, random question, because I know we've gone over time, do you guys ever have like certain celebrities that you pray they get saved?
No. Do you see Hulk Hogan got baptized the other day?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, he went on Joe Rogan and was like just proclaiming Christ. I was like, okay, this is cool.
Come on.
Yeah.
Nah, do you know what? I don't. I used to get gas when I heard secular artists come into faith when Justin Bieber was on. I was like, yeah. But now I'm just like, because I think there is a celebrity worship culture,
Yeah. No,
which isn't helpful. where there's almost, if this person came to faith, it will make it more legitimate. Nah, bro. Christ died, he rose, and it's still not being seen as legitimate. So why is my man gonna make it legitimate? And so I don't have any particular celebrity that I'm like, this person would be dope. Because again, if this person comes to faith and then he does something mad, then it's just seen as, look. Even when Mace came to faith, Pastor Mace, 2 Twos is making a song, "Welcome Back," and then wait. Wait, hold on. Random question. My sister wants to know.
You finish your song. Let me get the article up. Hold on. Let me get the article up. The Home Office has rolled back plans to hike the salary needed to bring family members to the UK to 38,700 next spring. Oh yeah, I remember this.
Haven't they reduced it recently? I thought they reduced it.
They increased it, but I think
I think their outcry was so significant that I read today that they're going to reduce it a little bit.
Yeah. So the increase from the current level of 18,600 was announced earlier this month. That's crazy. As part of a plan to lower legal migration. But the new threshold will initially be set at 29,000, with further increases at unspecified dates thereafter.
At unspecified dates, man's making this application, you check their website, 40 grand. What?
Well, they're waiting for after the elections happen, and then it's gonna go through the roof. I think there has to be a process for migration, and it should be done in a good way. I do think it's a bit exploitative, the prices they get the people to pay, because it's not like the money is going to making the UK any better. They're just taking money for taking money's sake. And so like even my colleague, like she's from somewhere in South America, and she's having to pay, I think she's paid like £10,000 so far to try and get permanent stay in the UK. And I don't know, it's a bit backwards, especially when the UK needs people to come and work.
Yeah. They're saying it's a deterrent, but it's only a deterrent for those who aren't wealthy.
Yeah.
If you're a migrant and you've been able to Steve Jobs yourself, into money, your whole village is coming through because you got the funds. You can pay for it. But if you're average Joe Blog doing cleaning or Sainsbury's or whatever, how long is it going to take you to stack 38,000 on top of rent, on top of like living conditions?
That needs to be your salary, but then the type of jobs that get that salary.
Okay.
Is how soon are you going to get to that level? I'm going to come in with like a left field conspiracy theory, so take this with a pinch of salt, take this with a whole bag of salt. And this is further for me in my head. So I don't necessarily believe this, but my head's around this area. Who was it? The Baroness that confessed that she is benefiting from the PPE contract. I don't know if you guys heard.
Oh yeah, something Monet, something.
Yeah. So I think what's happening is there is a concerted effort to effectively destroy the NHS and make it have to go private. And when it goes private, it's their own bodies that are going to benefit from all the money that's going to go into privatizing the NHS. And I think this becomes part of getting there, because in doing this, you are, it's a deterrent, but you're almost raising the bar. You're raising the barrier of entry for people to come in, because it's not like we have a surplus of people doing the work that these guys come in to do. There isn't. It's not like these guys are taking jobs from all these local people waiting to get these jobs and they're not getting it because migrants are coming to take it. There's no one doing the jobs, and now you're going to restrict that even further because of a deterrent on legal immigration. Yeah, I think it's all in part of this complete mismanagement of the NHS that will eventually result in it needing to be privatized so that someone's buddy somewhere can go and get some bunch of money. But again, that's just a conspiracy theory. I have nothing to prove it, but I'm just like, yeah, I can't help but think, these guys have buddies that they're trying to, you know.
Oh, no, definitely. Definitely. Yeah. Like, anytime they can give their friend money, they will. But you know what? We see that as evil. But if we were in the same position, probably do the same thing.
I think
no, because I can tell you for a fact, if Mo doesn't feel like he's ready for like a photo shoot, or when you were learning, I'll use you as an example, Mo. I don't think Mo would even want to take that just because you're his friend and then go out and do a bad job.
No, right? but the opportunity he's getting the opportunity as a result of being your friend.
But then he's going to make himself good enough to get the opportunity and do it well.
And,
I think
that's what I'm thinking too.
There is definitely a in the business world, there's definitely a case for
who you know type thing.
Who you know, if you're at the forefront of people's minds, you will be pushed into different conversations, into different spheres. Like writers and scribes enjoys and benefits from that to some degree, in that we've done good work with people and we've had good relationships with people, and so they recommend us to people, and that's how recommendations work. But being recommended solely because you are my brother, I know that your work is rubbish, but you're my brother, I'm going to eat off of the top of whatever you make, so yeah, go hustle the thing, get the peas, and like that's finessing the system.
Because and that's the problem. That's the thing where it's like there's a difference between word of mouth and like you actually do a good job and customer service, customer satisfaction. That then means they carry you along. There's a difference between that and you're getting people in to do jobs and they're doing the jobs poorly. Right, and they're only getting the jobs because they know you. That's wrong, and that's what we've been seeing. I'm not entirely sure, but I know the guys that I think hosted Boris Johnson's wedding or something got some mad contracts, and we're like mismanaging it, And it's like, again, I don't have the details on that, but it's it is. They are gangsters. The only difference is they're not wearing masks and like balaclavas. They're wearing suits, and it's all corruption.
So yeah, it's a mad one. It's.
Yeah, I think they're trying to look tough on migration because of all these people coming on a small boat, and the thing is, the people coming on like the boats illegally are like such a small minority of the people coming in, but they've made such a huge thing of this issue.
Yeah,
because they get conflated. It's like, oh, there's so many people migrating in, but this doesn't affect those people. Like, those people are still going to come on boats or whatever, however they're trying to come in. They're still going to come. Like, you raising the salary is not going to. You're stopping the legitimate people. From coming. And that's why I think there's ulterior motives.
More people to come in through boats.
Exactly.
And I guess then they'll have more reason to deport them, because they came in through boats and they didn't come in through the legitimate channels. But this really reminds me of the whole Windrush situation, where they made coming into the country very cheap, but going out very expensive, almost 4 times as expensive as coming in.
And they get you, use you, and then when they're done.
So as soon as you're here, you're trapped. And so now it's almost like they're trying to get rid of the riffraff, and so traveling out is cheaper, but trying to come in is exponentially more expensive. Even housing is a lot more expensive, and so it's just like, what? That the deterrents are becoming a lot more. Even with the whole Brexit situation, they're almost just trying to squeeze this whole traveling situation, which is crazy, because the reality is, this nation was built by migrants. Like the infrastructure, what we see, the roads, everything is built by migrants.
Yeah. Vote Labour.
And on that note, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Even Labour's looking a bit shaky these
This is the
days.
thing. Labour's not even looking that great. It's annoying. Vote Christian Party.
All right, we do hookups.
Yeah, let's do hookups. I've got a hookup.
Go for it.
So my hookup is. Do you guys know Gemini, the Gemini project?
I thought you were about to talk astrology, you know?
Yeah, your stars. Have you guys seen where Venus is? Like, have you seen where it's aligned to right now?
Wait,
No.
I was thinking, isn't there like a bashment artist called Gemini?
There
That's
is
what I
a
was thinking
you
about.
see, your mind goes to bashment, mine goes
Yours
to
goes
astrology.
astrology. And process of elimination should tell you that it's definitely neither of those things because I know nothing of bashment. I
Oh.
don't care for astrology. No, so it's Google's AI project. Model. Yeah. So they're releasing Gemini Pro soon, but Bard is their chat GPT, as it were. And Bard now can interact with your Gmail, your Drive, your Google Docs. So it's just to start exploring that. I used Bard to sort of summarize all the emails I was getting from my daughter's school because it was getting a bit overwhelming. So I used Bard to like filter those out, give me summaries. And so yeah, just to explore Google's Bard AI and how it can interact if you've got a Gmail account especially. So quite cool.
I mean, in this day and age, who doesn't?
Yeah, exactly.
If you got a YouTube account, you most likely have a Gmail account.
Yeah, you have to.
My hookup would be board games. I don't have anyone in specific.
Robert's like the king of board games.
Fam, I don't have. Ooh, Robert, I actually tell you about this one joint in Waterloo. You might know it.
What drafts?
I might be drafts, where they've got as a thing with like
Board
a
game
whole
cafe.
bunch of board games. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been there. It's nice.
Yeah. It's dope. You can actually buy food and still have the thing. But yeah, board games over the Christmas period. Chase, hubby is king. Your wife is bigging you up there.
No, but hold on. Jaya has over 15,000 unread emails.
What?
I don't think I'm even that bad, and I am bad.
She likes subscribing to stuff, and then it just
I
fills
never
up.
read it. That's me, but am I at 15,000? Oh snap, I am. Well, let me not throw stones.
Are you 15,000?
Let me see where I am.
Bro, I'm on
15,000.
99. I'm on 99 and I'm getting palpitations.
I'm on 15,734.
Damn.
I'm not too bad. I've only got no. I don't think this is showing everything.
I am never getting to inbox 0.
You might as well just select all and delete at this point.
Well, that's the thing. I always think, oh, should I just do that? But then I just I might need something one day.
It's not a new email address.
address.
It's not. It's actually. That's all my emails combined. Actually.
Oh, I thought you meant 99,000.
No. Just 99.
Oh, no, this is my Gmail. What's my email? Alright, let me keep quiet.
Nah, my Hotmail is so full that it doesn't allow me to send emails.
Mad.
My Hotmail is 63,705 unread emails.
Yeah. I use my Hotmail for all the junk stuff that I subscribe to. So I literally just go into it, select all, delete. I don't read it. Just select all and delete.
Mad.
But yeah,
man.
board games. Don't get lost in the screen. Don't get lost just playing computer games and stuff. Board games, just get the family around the board game, whether it's Snakes and Ladders, whether it's like Guess Who, Cluedo, Scrabble, Twister. Twister isn't really a board game, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Old school games,
yeah.
I'm looking at our games now and I'm trying to fling some out. Even like old school puzzles.
Yeah.
Just
I
do
understand
stuff.
puzzles.
Yeah, do stuff away from the screen. We've got puzzles because of the kids. We've got a couple Paw Patrol, Peppa Pig puzzles. We've got this like this Mario Jenga type thing where you build the tower and then you try to balance all the Mario characters on it. Mario Shaky Tower. So yeah, just board games, man.
Cool. My hookup will be a movie, a very old school movie. It's called Primal Fear, with Richard Gere, Edward Norton, and the late Andre Braga. Is that
1996. Wow.
Yeah. Watched it the other day. It's mad. It's about so Richard Gere is like this hotshot lawyer, and he's the defendant for this boy who's been accused of killing like the archbishop of like the area. And yeah, it's a bit mad. And like it's so funny. Like I feel like we've been so what's the word?
Conditioned
to like whenever there's a priest involved, or he must have done something to my boy or something.
I can't even lie. That's where my mind went. That's exactly where my mind went.
But yeah, watch the film. It was really good.
Cool.
It's got 77% Rotten Tomato review.
No, that's not. On Rotten Tomato, I only ever look at the people's
The audience
review.
Yeah.
Audience score is 89. To be fair.
Yeah, which is good. Like these days, I don't watch anything that's less than like a 75. I just don't want to waste my time.
I find Rotten Tomatoes gets me wrong though. I don't agree with it all the time.
No, sometimes no. Most of the time, it's good. Anyway, let's go.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Facts.
Merry Christmas. Yeah. Oh my
Is this
god.
going out on Christmas?
Dude, I am so behind on the ones that I've released. You know what? I think I'm going to release this one on. I think I'll release it on Christmas.
Release it.
I'm gonna back release. No, I'm gonna back release everything. So, yeah, because it's kind of mad. I haven't released like an episode in like maybe 3 weeks. This way work's been crazy. So I'm gonna back release everything. Back dates, sorry, is what I should say. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Shout out to intro outro music. Calvin Turner, Audrey, Amazing logo. Find us on Twitter at Defenders UK, Instagram at TBS Furnace. You can email us at tbsfurnace@hotmail.com. You can find us at soundcloud.com/Black no apostrophe on all good podcast websites and apps. The Black Furnace with the apostrophe. That's it. I'm gonna do something.
Yeah. Are you on the ecosystem?
I'm using my work laptop.
Oh, is it a thing? Hey.
No, let me do something.
It's a macOS native thing.
No, but it's on your computer, so it should pick me up. Why is it so picking me up? It's a racist. Anyway.
Man dropped the race card.
This is the Black Furnace signing out. Blah.